Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for the Crosswalk Devotional Podcast. Over the years, our editorial team at crosswalk.com has written these devotionals, observing truths we see at the intersection of faith and life. We're thrilled to offer them to you now in podcast form. To get all of these episodes straight to your phone each week, just subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts. To find more devotional content like this, just visit us at crosswalk.com.
Getting Rid of Pineapple Hospitality by Catherine Britton. Read by Ellie Johnson. Share with God's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Romans 12:13. On Friday night, my house will be clean. The kitchen will sparkle like one from Better Homes and Gardens. The guest room curtains will gently ripple in the breeze. And best of all, my guests and friends will feel such warmth that they never want to leave. Ever had that dream? The impending arrival of friends has made me reconsider just what it means to practice hospitality. Part of me knows that the house is just not ready for guests. I don't even have a pineapple tacked up on the wall at this point. Granted, the boxes have diminished, but I don't consider my house properly finished yet. For that reason, part of me feels like I can't offer my guests real hospitality. Ever lived that reality? So what does hospitality mean? The dictionary definition of hospitality surprised me. Hospitality is the quality or disposition of receiving and treating guests and strangers in a warm, friendly, generous way. Not one word about wowing the guests with the food, the after-dinner entertainment, or even the surroundings. The very definition takes the focus off things and puts it back where it belongs, on people and fellowship. It's an attitude as well as an action. Many of my favorite growing up memories feature a table with lots of people around it. I remember laughter, encouraging conversation, challenging conversation. My parents still love to invite people that they meet at church back to the house for brunch, even though many of their guests are total strangers 2 hours prior to the meal. They ask people about their lives, and they share their own. They don't put on a show, but they do offer authenticity and a desire to encourage others. My house sure isn't perfect, but then neither am I. Neither are the people who walk through my door. Waiting until the house is perfect actually signals a pride issue for me because it's an excuse not to offer what I do have. I want to be like Lydia in Acts, who probably hadn't planned to shelter the disciples at her house until she asked them. She just saw the need and shared what she could. I desire that kind of heart, a heart that can share God's gifts of love, provision, and joy. I think human hospitality is actually a pale reflection of how God welcomes us into His house. I can offer food, shelter, and company. He offers the bread of life, shelter from the storms, and a relationship with Him. I was the stranger in desperate need of His hospitality, and He opened the door. How's that for a precedent? When my friends arrive on Friday, it'll be okay if I missed a cobweb. And if a stray box or two is still in the living room, my friends will probably chuckle and ask how the unpacking is going. Then we'll swap stories about their own recent moves and laugh at old trinkets we've rediscovered, like my Nerf gun. And my prayer is that throughout the course of the evening, we'll encourage each other in the new directions that God is pushing us. Yep, that's what hospitality means. Intersecting faith and life. I want to view my home not just as a place to eat and sleep. I want it to be a place where ministry happens and God touches people. And that means taking the opportunities to see Him work. What opportunities do you have to practice hospitality? Are you letting appearances hold you back? Or are you ready to invite others into a welcoming and caring atmosphere? For further reading, check out 1 Peter 4:9 and Matthew 25:35-46.
Hey listeners, thanks for joining us for the Crosswalk.com devotional podcast. To get all of our episodes straight to your phone during the week, subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. To find more devotional content like this, head over to Crosswalk.com.